6 types of difficult people you may encounter when you start to become assertive. Hi, Kim here, chartered psychologist and cognitive behavioural psychotherapist, and I'm here to help you with all your needs regarding anxiety. I'm a little sing-songy. Okay. Six types of difficult people you may encounter when you begin your assertiveness journey. Hi, Kim here, chartered psychologist and cognitive behavioural psychotherapist, and I'm here to help you with your assertive journey and how to handle anxiety and any other mental health issues you may encounter. Six types of difficult people you may encounter when you begin your assertiveness journey. Hi, Kim here, chartered psychologist and cognitive behavioural psychotherapist, and I'm here to help you with all your issues regarding assertiveness, anxiety, and anything else to do with mental health. So, 6 types of people you may encounter when you start to become assertive. And these can actually sometimes floor you and almost get in the way of your assertiveness journey and what you're setting out to do for yourself. So the first type of person you may encounter are stubborn people. And we all know these in the workplace or even at home. And it doesn't matter what you do, they're very stubborn. They will not see your point of view. They will not listen to you. They will not hear you. They just push back. No, I can't. No, I'm not able. No, I can't. No, I won't. No, I can't. And sometimes they are overt with it. Sometimes they're a bit covert and they're just passive aggressive, but they just will not cooperate. And so with these people, it can be very difficult and it can almost derail your assertiveness journey because it's making you feel anxious. So in order to deal with these people, one, you have to be compassionate to them, thinking about understanding they may have mental health issues, they may be incredibly anxious, and this may be a manifestation of that. But also be compassionate to yourself that you're trying to do something. Plus, start to use some of the assertive techniques that are available, like persistence. The broken record, you just keep saying, I understand that you feel you're not able to, however, I really would want you to do this. I can't. I understand that you feel you can't. So let's look at your diary and let's find a time when you can. So it's about just pushing back, being a broken record, accepting that what they're saying so that they know you've heard them, but actually persisting with what it is you want them to do and just carry on. Because stubborn people can be very, very difficult and you don't want them to derail your whole assertiveness journey. The next type of people are selfish people. And again, we all come across those in the context of work. They want the best lunch breaks, they want the best projects, they want to work on what they want to work on. They just care about themselves. That's all they're in for, is themselves. And if you've been passive in the past, the chances are they've kind of got you on board doing what they want you to do, or they've taken the best of everything. They got their new computer on, you carried on with the old stuff for a while because they're just selfish and they just want what they want and they're not bothered about you. But when you start to become assertive and you start pushing back on some of that, you will get a pushback from them because they don't want to actually give in to you. They want what they want. So this is why you need to be, again, carry on with that persistence, knowing what it is you want, stating what it is you want, and pushing back against them, not just allowing them to be selfish and not taking a passive position, because the more passive you become, the more selfish you enable them to become. Because you're not saying no, you're not saying anything, you're allowing them just to bulldoze over you. So we need to kind of start moving towards it and pushing back on their stuff, on their selfishness. The third type of difficult person can be the very needy people, and these people who are always coming to you, oh, can you help me with this, or can you help me with that, or I forgot what you said, or, and constantly interrupting you. And this can be very, it can be very difficult in a work environment if you've got somebody constantly asking you questions and constantly needing reassurance from you. And with these kind of people, I've always found the best kind of thing to do is to set up a regular meeting with them so that you just ask them to park all the questions that they have, anything that they want to know, write it down, and then you will have half an hour with them at such and such a time of day, and you'll go through and you'll hit them all off, because that way you're not being constantly interrupted. Because there's nothing worse than you're in the mid flow of something and someone's interrupting you. It stops you, and then you have to almost go back and get into your mindset again. So that's a way to deal with needy people, because perhaps they do need your help. So you're not saying I'm not giving it to you, but what I'm saying is I will give it to you at this time. So write everything down, put it all together, and we'll go through it and we'll hit it all off in one go. The fourth type of difficult person are the sulkers. Now we've all, well, I know I've been a sulker in the past. I've sulked. I think we've all probably sulked. And this can be very difficult to deal with when you are interacting with the person, because sulkers are actually being passive aggressive. They're not saying what it is they don't like. They're not saying what it is they're upset about. They're keeping that to themselves, but they're letting you know in no uncertain terms that they are not happy. So with these kind of people, again, it can be very off-putting, and it can almost derail you because you don't quite know what to do with them. But to say something like, I can see that something has upset you. Would you like to talk about it? Or can we discuss this? And if they just keep saying no, there's going to come a point when you're going to just have to walk away from them, because if they completely refuse to cooperate with you and talk to you, there's really not very much you can do short of, putting them up against the wall, which you're not going to do because that would be aggressive. So being assertive, you just have to try and bring them out of their shell, show them kindness and compassion, show them that you understand their position and you can see that something's bothering them and you would really like to get to the bottom of it. And if they're not ready to talk now, perhaps you'd come and talk to me later, or we'll put a time in the diary when we can discuss this. And you can actually help them almost to move out of their passive aggressive position into a more assertive position. You can teach them how to be more assertive, how to say what it is they want, because if they're being passive aggressive, they're not saying what it is that's bothering them. They're keeping that inside, and resentment's eating them up. So the fifth kind of difficult person are the negative people, and these are what we call the negative Nellies. No matter what you say, it's negative. So they'll find something negative to say about it. We've all got them, oh, they'll win £1 million on the lottery. Oh, well, now everyone's going to be coming after me, asking me for money. They just can't be happy. They're just negative. That is their mindset. They're in this negative mindset. So all you can do with these kind of people is kind of acknowledge them, to yourself, and just be your most positive self that you can be. Understand their position, but don't allow yourself to be brought down by them, because it can be very, very draining when someone's constantly being negative. And when I was doing my master's degree in occupational psychology, one of the techniques that we learned, going into meetings was instead of saying but, you ban the word but, because that negates everything that's gone before. You use the word and. And so it's in a meeting, so they start saying, oh yeah, but. No, you say, no buts, and what can we do? What can we do? We don't want to hear about what we can't do. What can we do? And actually start helping them to shift that mindset a little bit, because they'll be very entrenched and they will really be in that negative mindset. They're the glass half empty people. So try helping them to stop being so negative and to use the word and instead of but. Ban the word but. And then the sixth type of person, it can be quite difficult to deal with when you're first becoming assertive, is the passive person, because that's where we probably come from. We probably were passive. And so this kind of highlights to us, we maybe feel quite sorry for them because we know that's what we were like. But the passive person doesn't actually say anything. They don't tell you what they want. They don't tell you what they don't want. They just go along with the flow. They're just saying, yes. Oh, that's fine, even when it's not. And sometimes if people don't understand or they're not sure what they're supposed to be doing, being passive is not helpful. It's only going to damage them and make them more anxious, and it's actually not going to be good for the team as a whole. And quite often passive people have got an awful lot to contribute. They just don't know how to say it. They're not used to actually saying what it is they want, and that can be something that can be quite helpful from you if you're a manager of somebody like that, to actually encourage them to speak up, encourage them to say what it is they are thinking in a safe space. So there we go. Those are 6 types of difficult people you may encounter when you first embark on your assertiveness journey. But don't let that derail you. Keep your assertiveness going. Understand them. Stay calm. Don't judge. Carry on being assertive, use I statements, and think about them with understanding and compassion, because they're probably struggling. Difficult people are struggling. They're not difficult for no reason. They're difficult because of things going on in their life or things that have happened in the past, and they do need our compassion. But we need to help them to come towards this kind of center ground to be more assertive, because being passive, passive aggressive, or aggressive is not helpful for them or the organization as a whole. So if you liked this video, please subscribe, click the bell, and put any comments below. If you want any other videos, I'll be happy to make them. Check out my website where I have a free How to Be More Assertive starter kit, which will help you on your assertiveness journey. And I have lots of other resources on YouTube about anxiety, assertiveness, etc. So have a great day, and bye for now.